What up? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And look at you. You done stumbled upon little OTB Saints, where we bring you all the latest black and gold coverage.
Who are the Saints going to draft? Who's going to be their quarterback? What does the salary cap look like? All that information and more.
Hope you enjoy it. Like, subscribe.
I enjoyed the show yesterday. I thought you were a little critical on the Carr review.
I think that is, I mean, I know you're lying because you literally text me that it's probably the favorite segment we've ever done.
It really was. I loved it so
Carr
much.
review video is the biggest steaming pile of dog crap that's ever been unleashed upon YouTube. The views support that and the comments. And I'll ask your opinion on that, man. I mean, you got Kirk Cousins out here showing up to day one of the Falcons offseason, even though he's benched. And they're not trading him, at least not now, even though he's asking to. But he's professional, being paid $50 million. So he's showing up for work. And here you got Derek Carr, potentially faking injuries, because that's his response I've seen a lot. Oh, but he's injured. I don't care if he's injured. Get your ass in the building. You're the quarterback. You can do something. You're being paid $40 million. And then you're flexing. You're out of touch ass. You're flexing that you bought a $500,000 Rolls-Royce EV just to parlay it into an awful YouTube video.
It's just a business expense for their content.
Like
Machine.
Could you be more out of touch? I mean, am I off base for saying him not showing up day one is grounds for cutting? Which I guess is his play. He probably wants to do it. He's trying to make it.
I hear that. So everyone always he can do it. Why can't I do it? Blah, blah, blah. Not everybody gets graded on the same scale on any walk of life. So, if you are a guy that's solidified and you're one of the stars of the team, you can get away with more things than a guy that's on the line, right? But he's acting like a guy that he's swiping some card that Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees probably could swipe. But he's just not at that level. He cannot do what he's doing.
No, and again, that's the thing. Look, Alvin Kamara, I don't know if he was there or not. He very famously trains alone in the offseason, and he always shows up ready. The context is what matters.
Yeah, he gets paid a lot, but a lot of quarterbacks get, he's not a top-paid guy.
No.
He's certainly not a top-performing guy.
The context, though, is what makes me so mad, and it's that it's a new era, new coach, day one of that new era, and you're paying your quarterback $40 million, which, to your point, is not a super high number. Like we said, it's about middle of the pack NFL nowadays. But he's not that good, and he needs to be there. He needs to be there. I don't care. Full stop. So yes, I think he's trying to force his way out. I think he's trying to make himself get cut because he's guaranteed all this money and he knows he can. I think it's. I'm done. I'm just completely done. I'm completely done with Derek Carr.
It does, from a guy that is not a Saints fan.
Yeah.
And just outside looking in, always thought it was a terrible pickup, and then certainly thought it was a terrible restructure.
I do not know why they did that this offseason.
I mean, of course, they need a full-blown change over there outside their head coach.
We know you feel that Matt, not a Mickey guy at all, and none of us are really anymore anyway.
Not to say he hadn't been good in the past, I'm just for what it is. If it's any other organization and any other sport around the world, he's not the guy anymore.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. There's obviously there's a relationship there, but Derek Carr has not been the guy either. And what's the point of doing all this? What's your plan? It doesn't seem like there is a plan. It doesn't seem like there's been a plan for a while.
Your plan was to tie yourself to 2 more years to a quarterback who underperforms, nobody likes in the locker room.
It doesn't seem like that, huh?
What?
It doesn't seem like anybody likes him.
Definitely
Maybe they
seem
do.
like anybody likes him. I mean, the only person that kind of defends him publicly is Cam Jordan.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you tied yourself to him for 2 more years after he begged you for a trade in the offseason. If he wants to go, let him go. Tell Kellen Moore, look, we understand if you suck this year because you have Spencer Rattler and whoever else at quarterback.
I actually think Spencer is going to be a pretty good player.
No, that's fine. I don't mean, I'm not here to, weigh in one way or another on Spencer. There were flashes, certainly. I just mean give Kellen Moore that peace of mind that, like, look, we got to cut bait on this guy. He wants out. Let's explore it, blah, blah, blah. But instead, they say, let's extend it for 2 years and be in the exact same spot next season that we are this season. Crazy. Crazy.
Can you imagine Derek doing the tush push and, like, scoring touchdowns and, like, getting up and doing his, like, over-the-top cheesy celebrations?
The Michael Jackson thing.
Like, and it's like, you didn't do anything. They just pushed you in the end zone.
The other thing
Yeah,
about
you get the
Carr,
tutter, but
and I thought that Nick did a great job pointing this out yesterday, is he's been coddled compared to the other players. Dennis Allen never held him to the same standard. He would make excuses for him and allow him to make excuses while very clearly calling out other players. Like, so here the franchise has been on their knees for Derek, and he's still disrespected
yeah,
him.
you're right. Dennis Allen was the worst at taking the podium in a press conference after the game.
Awful.
He would always throw the
All-time
players
bad.
under the bus. And he
Except for Carr.
Yeah, and he wouldn't put the blame on the guys that needed it. If you screw up, your coach should tell you screwed up.
Yeah.
And it's obvious. Everybody else knows who it is, but the coach is denying it in front of me. There's some really bad looks. And it even goes back.
If I have to see another Derek Carr crotch grab in a Saints uniform, I might not be a Saints fan anymore. That's where I'm out.
Wonder what car he's going to get next.
Oh, my God. I didn't even consider they would do a second episode.
Was that their
How are you
first?
doing car
That can't be their
reviews like
first
that?
Yeah, that was
episode.
their first.
I bet they go to like a really cheap used car.
As
next.
Taylor pointed out,
Non-sponsored.
they did the exact same rating on
was
every
pretty brutal.
single element of the video. Presents, 20 out of 10. That's the other thing. You score the presents 20 out of 10 on this Rolls-Royce EV, you massive effing douchebag.
Yeah.
Like, presents 20 out of 10. Like, it so clearly shows where your values are, what you think is cool, and you're just a material-based loser. Get the hell out of here.
It's from Cali.
Presents 20 out of 10. Maybe if you had a screen-accurate replica of the DeLorean, then we could discuss presents 20 out of 10. Not with some car that you just used your ill-gotten gains to pay for.
Matt, did you watch the video?
I watched it when y'all were playing it.
When he goes, guys, like I never thought I would do this, but we're going 20 out of 10. And Derek goes, actually, you know what? I'm going 20 out of 10. And I'm like,
And they both just laugh after every sentence the other one utters.
Not one joke told.
And from like two of the most like uncharismatic guys too. Not saying like I'm any more charismatic, but
You do. You have more charisma in your pinky toe.
It was so
Maybe
boring.
those two.
It's like even if you don't have charisma, at least get some videography. Like get that camera moving
Bro.
around the car, walk
Also,
around with it.
Like we talked about Shannon Sharp's audio. The audio on that video was horrible.
Terrible. You
One
buy a
channel was, like,
$500,000
way-
car and you can't buy a lav mic?
Right.
What are we doing?
Like a little a Rode mic that's wireless, something like that. Come on.
Crazy.
One level was like way lower than the other. I'm like, what are we
Crazy.
doing here?
Crazy. It's a homegrown network, you know?
Oh well, we
They
can
do
Doing
tell.
it by their bootstraps.
You know what? Like if he just
But
comes
can
out.
buy this.
What if he
vehicle.
just did it? Was it their first episode?
it was
Yeah.
our first one together.
Okay.
You go look at the channel, like David Carr's up there, like here's why we started the channel. I didn't watch it, of course, but they do have like
How is
2 or 3.
David Carr in the NFL
I think they
Network?
just wanted to. I think they started this YouTube video. This is what in my brain. This is my defense of this video. They started it, made a little LLC for it, so they could buy expensive cars and get a tax
Write
break
off?
from it. Yeah, write it off. It's a business expense.
You might be onto something.
Classic
that's the-
rich person stuff.
You might be onto something.
That's the only excuse I can give it. And then if
And he gives
that's
that
the
vibe.
case, gives that vibe.
Derek Carr gives that vibe. I mean, he just scammed New Orleans.
His CPA was like, "I got a great idea.
Yeah.
If you want to buy all these cars,
He was like,
just
first of all,
make a terrible YouTube video."
scam New Orleans, get them to give you this contract.
Back in the day, the canon called for a general revolt against Roger Goodell.
Yeah.
Should he step foot in the state? I'm calling it for Derek Carr. I do not need to
Yeah.
see that man put boot to ground again
Hell yeah.
It
in
should
the
be.
state of
I
Louisiana.
mean, are you calling it for Derek, or are you calling it for Mickey?
How about both?
It's not Derek's
Mickey
fault.
again. I mean, what? Mickey's
No one's
like,
blaming Derek for
Mickey's
signing
like
on the
going
dotted
after
line.
Don Corleone. What are you gonna do?
Don't ever blame a player for getting money.
You can't.
No, but I blame him for how he's acted.
Yeah,
I agree.
exactly.
I
He's
agree.
acting
Yeah.
with the money. Again,
I
that's
agree.
what broke me here. Not showing up for work. And I know it's the pros. I know the offseason's different in the pros, but quarterbacks are different as well.
If you're established guy with multiple Pro Bowls, like you're thought of as being one of the dudes in the NFL, and you got a really good relationship with your team and your coaching staff, like it's fine to miss stuff.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, I agree.
It's fine. No one really cares. No one likes the offseason.
No.
You're not getting anything out of it. But
Cam
you have
Jordan's
to have
still
the
there,
relation. You have to have the foundation.
Like
there.
Cam Jordan's still there working. He doesn't have he's doing good
Well-
morning football and still working.
Well, look, he's playing a quarterback's a little different because you don't have to like bulk up and stay strong. You just got to be able to throw the ball,
Wow.
make reads.
You heard it here first. NFL quarterback, very easy. Just loosen up.
You just
the
gotta
old-
throw the ball.
Yeah, just throw
just
the
got a
ball.
little
dude. You gotta
stretch.
throw
Yeah.
the ball,
Stretch
dude.
a little
That's
bit.
it, dude.
It's all good.
Wow, just amazing black and gold takes right there, Jake.
I don't think I've ever heard any takes that are better than the two guys that just gave you that take.
And you can keep getting them by going ahead and liking, subscribing, ringing the bell to get notifications when we post. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next OTB Saints.